Azure DNS Private Resolver is a service that enables private DNS resolution between on-premises networks and Azure virtual networks without needing to deploy, configure, or manage custom DNS solutions. This service helps bridge DNS resolution between on-premise workloads and Azure resources that use private IP addresses. Let's discuss how it works and how it benefits the integration of virtual networks with on-premises workloads. In Azure, resources like virtual machines, databases, and storage accounts often use private DNS zones for internal communication. These zones handle DNS queries within Azure virtual networks and makes it easier for Azure resources to communicate securely over private IPs. When resources within a virtual network need to connect to another Azure service, they use the Azure DNS service, which provides name resolution automatically for services within the same virtual network. But without a resolver, this wouldn't extend to on-premises networks. With Azure DNS Private Resolver, on-premises resources can resolve Azure Private DNS Zone and vice versa. This allows for seamless name resolution across the hybrid environment and let on-premises workload access Azure hosted services and resources by their private DNS names. The DNS Private Resolver includes rule sets that can be customized to define which DNS queries should be forwarded to specific destinations. For instance, if an on-premise resource queries a DNS name that's within an Azure Private DNS zone, the resolver can forward that query to the appropriate zone in Azure. DNS Private Resolver deploys inbound and outbound endpoints in a virtual network. Outbound endpoint allows resources in Azure to forward DNS queries to on-premise DNS servers and enable them to look up on-premises resources from Azure. Inbound endpoint allows on-premises resources to forward DNS queries to Azure's private DNS zone for name resolution. The Azure DNS Private Resolver is a fully managed service which removes the need for deploying and maintaining custom DNS servers or forwarders and reduce administrative overhead. By enabling DNS name resolution over a secure private network connection, it ensures that DNS queries don't need to be exposed over the public internet. This is crucial for sensitive environments where internal names and services should remain private. The DNS Private Resolver bridges the gap between on-premise networks and Azure virtual networks and allow consistent name resolution in both environments. This is ideal for hybrid architectures where applications span both on-premises and Azure resources. In summary, Azure DNS Private Resolver is an essential service for hybrid environments that require a seamless and secure DNS name resolution across Azure virtual networks and on-premises systems. It facilitates centralized DNS management, enhances security, and supports a smoother hybrid cloud experience by enabling bidirectional name resolution over private connections.